Hey guys, Mark here. How are you at your neighbors, at relationships with your neighbors? I'm going to be honest with you. It's something that I kind of struggle with. I do. I struggle with my relationships with my neighbors. Oftentimes I feel like, I have a couple of great guys who actually live on both sides of us, and they're both of them are retired, and I feel like one of them in particular comes over, and I'm like, do I have an hour to commit to talking to you? Because if I don't, maybe I hide. No, it's something that I'm working on, because I believe that God really does want us to have great relations. You know who kills it, by the way? I live on the same road as I shouldn't say her name, but I live on the same road as a great lady who goes to our church, and she has established a neighborhood prayer circle thing. It's like a neighborhood watch, but they pray. And they pray for some of them, and it's just such a cool thing. It's such a really, really cool ministry. But boy, that idea of neighborhood evangelism, it's something that I really struggle with. And so in today's reading, which came out of Mark chapter 5, it's kind of interesting because this great miracle happens, and Jesus does this big miracle, and then the person that is healed, Jesus doesn't say, I want you to go and tell everybody in your church. I want you to write a blog post about that. I want you to put a political sign in your front yard. Jesus doesn't do that. He says, I want you to go to your home, to your neighborhood, and to your friends, to the people that you do life with, and tell them what the Lord has done for you. This is neighborhood evangelism, you guys. This is neighborhood evangelism far before even the book of Acts. When Jesus is still here on earth, he's prescribing this idea of sharing with our neighbors what the Lord has done. And I don't know about you, but for me, that's something that I struggle with. That's it's a hard thing for me to do, but learning and growing, right? But cool section here in Mark chapter 5. It really is. I'd encourage you to read it. It starts off with Jesus doing this great miracle. So they come to the other side of the sea, and they come to a country called, I don't know how to say it, Gerasenes. The grass is greeniness. This is not good. But they come to this country. The important thing to notice here is that they're going to a Gentile area. Right, they're going out of the realm of Israel, and so one of the things that we see here is Jesus' deep love and deep concern, even for people who are not Jewish, even back here, right? Even back here, but Jesus comes off, and there's a man there with an unclean spirit, and you know what blew my mind with this is I'm like, this is literally the prodigal son being played out, because here we have a guy who's possessed by an evil spirit, multiple evil spirits, if you will. And he's been cast off to the side in this hill area where he's running around, and everyone's just kind of written him off, and in fact, as Jesus performs this miracle, the people here become more concerned with how their personal property is going to be impacted than they are with the fact that this guy is healed. And it just kind of reminded me, I guess, a lot of the story of the prodigal son, where you had the guy that was sort of cast off, and everybody walked by him, and they all kind of justified, just wrote him off, but it was this outsider who then showed love to him. And so it just I don't know, there's a parallel there. Maybe you see it, maybe you don't, but Jesus was there, and the people try to bind him with chains, and they couldn't. And so Jesus comes out, and when he comes out, the demon says, as Jesus says, come out of the man, you unclean spirit, Jesus then asks him, what's your name? And says, Legion, we are many. And Jesus casts these demons out of this person into a herd of pigs. Now, for the Jewish audience, that would have been awesome, because pigs were bad. They didn't like the pigs a whole lot. But for me, I don't really see that, because pigs to me mean bacon. And so I just say, let's find where these pigs went and cook them. It's not too late. It's not too late. It probably was too late. But when the demons go into these pigs, they run off the cliff, and the owners of these pigs are instantly like super angry, right? Because they lost their property. And this guy has been healed, right? And there's a real just lack of concern. You know, it's one of the things that I think worries me in life is I wonder, am I becoming like those people who own those pigs? That I could see the Lord do a great work, and yet if it costs me something, right? If I lose something, I might just become more upset over that than I am in this amazing thing that the Lord is doing. And so, I don't know, this passage really kind of makes me want to examine my heart a little bit in that. But this is the part that I was telling you about where this guy looks at him, and notice that Jesus doesn't say, come and follow me. What's he say? Jesus said, go home, go to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done and how the Lord has had mercy on you. And then he went away and he went to a big public area there called the Decapolis. And he told how much Jesus did for him, and everyone marveled. Everyone marveled. You notice that people didn't immediately follow Jesus because of this guy's testimony. And isn't that a hard part about neighborhood evangelism? Like when I share Jesus with my neighbors, I want there to be an immediate result, right? A profession of faith. You're going to start attending my church. You're going to snow blow my yard for me without being paid or anything. No, but no, these people, they marvel. And it's just not lost on me that Jesus told him to go do that. You know, I think so. So think of your area, think of your community, and who you might tell the good things that the Lord is doing, whether it's at your church, whether it's in your family. I think that God surrounded us with people, with neighbors, with people in our gymnastics class, with people that are in our PTA, right? With people that we intersect with, people that go to the YMCA, right, when we're there, and I think that God's heart would be still for us to go home and to share with our friends, to share with those people we intersect with about what the Lord's doing. And that's a cool thing. Well, I hope that you can talk to someone this week about the awesome stuff the Lord's doing in your life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.